Congratulations, Jim. It was a tough game for both sides given the conditions today, but you seem to master them, the better of the two sides.
Yeah, I don't think anybody could deny us we deserved to win the game. You know, winning the conditions in terms of the first half with the wind I thought was key, and I thought it was important that we went into the break, you know, with some sort of lead. Took us a long time to get it. Great strike for Gary. I thought we were a wee bit too slow early doors in our build up, and it was difficult for Airdrie to get out because of the wind and the conditions. But I didn't think we made enough of, you know, the possession we had. The tempo, as I said, was fairly slow. But I thought it gave us the wee edge going into the second half because it meant they had to come out and chase the game. The wind may have dropped a wee bit in the second half, but you know, second half I thought the way we still tried to pass it, the difficult conditions, we looked to take it for the back. Goalkeeper kicked well, with a couple of good saves, and it was great to get the second goal, albeit I felt that it should have come a wee bit earlier than it did. But you know, difficult game, difficult conditions, but overall delighted to win.
Were you worried the longer the game went on, just having that narrow advantage that we hadn't managed to put more gap, the distance between us and Airdrie?
Well, we only know too well for early the first game of the season, 80 minutes gone, and we had played really well and missed a host of chances, a lot less than we created today. And Airdrie made us pay. You know, they've got 3 or 4 strikers on at the end. They've got Glass, they've got Darryl Duffy, they've got Carrick, they've got McIntosh. You know, and they've got a lot of possession. They're putting things in the box. So it was a real time for us to stand up and defend and make sure we cleared our lines and we were positive and we stood firm, and we did that. And again, you know, I did stress that it was one of those games everybody label as a 6-pointer, but there's still a long way to go. What's pleasing for me is we've managed to, with 12 games to go, get a better tally than we achieved last year. And we look as though we know how to win games, whether we're playing well or not playing well. We went a really tough run of games, and another tough away derby next week. They come thick and fast. But the players are giving me everything just now. Supporters are getting behind the team, and there's a real confidence about the club just now, which is, you know, a delight for everyone.
That momentum is really starting to mean something, isn't it? We've got
well,
that winning.
when you get that momentum, you know, you put that doubt in the opposition's mind before they get here. Because my players at the minute, and me and myself, and I'm sure supporters, whereas last year there was more hoping that we get the results. There's a belief that we can get results. You know, you're not expecting to get results. You're working hard to make sure you don't lose games. And you know, that seems to gather a wee bit of momentum, and it builds confidence. You can see that in the players, the confidence to take the ball, the confidence when they get into the right areas, and you know, the basics at the minute they're working really well at, and it's proven you know, great for the whole team. You mentioned
it was a great sight for the first goal. Both very good goals, different goals, but quality goal the second one as well. A good counter attack.
Well, I mean, it's a feature of our play because you know the biggest side. It's important we try to you know, bring in players like Eckersley and Gary Irvine who've played at a high level and good experience, and you know, thought they were great today. Gary, I mean, Eckersley hasn't trained this week. He's got a chest infection. He's on antibiotics. You know, if you hear him, you think, how's the hell's he playing? I think he smoked about 100 fags, but no, but he was desperate to play, and it was important we didn't break up that back four. So delighted yesterday when he said that he was going to declare himself fit. I did tell him at half time not to forage forward, so he obviously took on board what I said when he got to the byline. I thought it was Dale that put it in, but they tell me it was Adam that scored it. So
it was over the line, I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
You know, so great for him. But you know, the second goal with Birdie and Murray had a couple of chances to finish the game, but you know, great for Adam and great for Gary to score a goal in his home debut. And you've brought these players in. Are you pleased with the January window for boosting the squad? Well, I'm delighted with the players that I've mentioned. We've yet to see. We've only just brought in young Sedwin, and we've still to see the best of Brad. You know, Brad obviously, you know, great second goal, and that's the reason I brought him in. He's now free for suspension, so we'll now get competition for places in the right areas, and I think that's important. We've got a young lad travelling down for Inverness on a Thursday night, and you know, staying overnight and going back to Inverness. And he's not getting a game at the minute, but you know, he's enjoying it. He's not, in fact, he's not playing it, and what it's done is it's really kept Mark McCallum's concentration and focus back, which, you know, at times this season he'll be first to admit that he wasn't quite where we needed him to be, but I would say the last 3-4 games he's been at the top of his form.
Good, right, well done, thanks very much.
Thanks.